Okay, let's do this. So, if you're new here, welcome. My name is William, and welcome to my channel. This channel, if you're new here, is all about programming, about app development, about game development, about incorporation of artificial intelligence, and you're watching a series of video about the iOS app development introduction. And we're talking about previously we talked about the navigation stack. This is a new API for your app, and let's go deeper and let's do a mini project. I'm going to demonstrate how to handle if you got a huge project that involve a lot of navigation, and you want the navigation to be persistent rather than just when you need to use it, you just bring out and navigation. If you don't want that certain state, you need to do this. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to name this like the navigation demo. Okay, and next navigation stack demo. Okay, navigation. Yeah, we got a lot of stack demo. Already got that, so maybe just here. A new folder, more complex demo. Alright, so let's create it. Okay, so let's just simplify this with a simple example. Then let me add that example to a much more complex scenario. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to say you are going to let me write some dummy data, and things that are going to say dummy data, you're going to get some structure. Previously, I give you an example of a color, color's name, as well as a color's color, and I write a private function so I can return the dot color. Okay, I'm going to use that example as well. So if you haven't seen that previous example, you can watch my previous tutorial, and yeah, you know the drill. Please subscribe. Okay, and let's just use the color, and things is like the data factory. You need it to be identifiable as well as hashable. Okay, so then you can just generate say the name of the color will be just a string, and things is identifiable. Let's just use a UUID for that. ID will be UUID. Okay, so sorry, that ID will be UUID. So we got the basic color, and then you can just generate a bunch of things, and you can have a different color. So let's just get rid of this VStack. Double click, get it, padding, don't need it. So what I'm going to do is to add a navigation stack for that, and okay, so if you look at it, I think you can get some suggestion, path and route. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to use the path. So you actually got the binding navigation path here. So we have to make it's a little bit like when you building a web service. If you already know the full stack web development, we often use a like a switch statement or enum, just a like container that can make the call of which route the user want to go. Okay, so basically the navigation is like a route as well. So what I'm going to do is to write a route for that. Okay, so we have to build a like the data container that can change. So the best way of doing that is to use a state variable for that. Okay, So what I'm going to do is to first declare different scenario, like a route that you can separate different click, so you can navigate the user to different view, and then of course I'm going to adding the data container to here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to just use the enum. Okay, and I'm going to use a route because it's really similar to web development's route, so I can get different route like a slash a certain URL, right? They can also be called a route. I'm going to make it hashable, so I can using different case to represent different routes. So I can say the case of say the home page. Okay, home page, and I can say the case of say detail page, something like that. Okay, and then as I said before, I can use the detail page to actually show the color, but we will add that functionality later. Let's just dealing with here because it's still empty. So what I'm going to do is to inside of this content view, I'm going to add a state variable so I can actually hold it. Okay, so state private variable, and I'm going to say the different routes will be our route, and I'm going to put it in the array because we got a different scenario. Okay, so I'm just going to make it empty route here, and I'm going to copy that. So every time I'm going to call this, every time I'm going to say, hey, we got different paths, I'm going to use, say, it'll be a binding routes path here. And yeah, then I can say a different scenario, okay? Because it's just not even stack. Basically, it's just like a vertical stack of horizontal stack. It's just a stack, so you haven't seen anything show up right here. I'm going to write a few things that you can click, and let's use a horizontal stack, so edge stack, and inside the edge stack you can say I can use the customized image, shapeable image, but let's just use button, okay? Because that will be a quicker way of doing it. So if you click to home page, click to go to home page, Let me just use home page. Okay, click to home page, and then this button will give you the home page. So right now, let's just use something like this, and I'm going to copy the whole button here. And then we got two buttons. So let me reformat it. Click to detail page. Okay, and so we got two buttons that you can click, and let's add a little padding so it become more separated. Okay, and padding, and maybe I'm going to divider. So basically this two button just you can click it, but right now it won't achieve anything. But that's not the point. Okay, what I'm trying to do is at the end of this or this button, I am going to using a technique and called a navigation destination. You might have heard of it. The reason for that is that remember I got different routes, which is hashable. So I can use this case dot, say dot homepage, dot detail page to switch between. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to use one of the routes. Remember we got different routes, and we're going to reference by self. Okay, so just bear with me. Okay, navigation and navigation destination. Okay, and we can get there 4 destinations. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm going to use. Okay, 4, and we need this will be hashable protocol. So I already made the hashable, so you don't need to worry about that. The only thing you need to do is to say, remember, I'm going to use the routes, just the reference itself. So basically, you just use the roots binding here, and so whatever roots that you're using, you can just pass it here, and you can have a destination. Okay, and instead of just say the destination, I'm going to say just end it here. Okay, I'm going to say remember we got different roots. Okay, so I can say roots in. So roots in, and then I can switch between different roots. So I can say switch statement, switch, and because the switch statements, we get different case. So we can get one case of say dot homepage, and if it's the homepage, I can say let's just use text as a placeholder, so text, and I'm gonna say here is some dummy homepage. Okay, sorry, page, and yeah, you know the idea. If it's case of dots detail page, I'm going to say the text of here is some dummy detail page. Okay, and then I think we can already demonstrate that. Expect after the case. Okay, so yeah, sorry, and we can save it. And the right side, I think I can click and actually show this. So, oh weird. Maybe I need to refresh that. I might as well just run a simulator Pro Max, just to make sure it run quicker. Okay, sorry about that. When you click, even though you got simulator still, there's nothing here. That's because I intentionally leave the button empty, and I just forgot about that. So when you click this, nothing will happen. Now that's normal because we haven't write anything yet. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So if you click the home page, yeah, I think you need to append the home page here. So if you reference dot homepage, you're going to append the homepage to this empty container. So what I'm going to do is to say roots, and I can append it new elements of the roots. So I'm going to just append homepage. Okay, and I can use the same method to add the detail page. Roots dot append and dot detail page. Yeah, you can do whatever you want basically. Here, let me make it consistent by make it not capitalized. So I'm going to replace the detail page here, detail page here, as well as detail page here. So let's try to do that. Refresh it, click. Yeah, I think maybe I just run the simulation will be faster. So okay, here is a dummy homepage. Okay, and we're back. Here is a dummy detail page. Okay, so far so good. And okay, remember we got this struct of color. Okay, we got the identifiable, we got a hashable. We haven't used that yet, and we're going to use that right now. So right now I'm trying of a different button that can navigate to different detail page view, and right now the detail page is like just a dummy detail page. That's definitely not what I want. So what I'm going to do is to on the high side, I think I might actually got a color in here. So what I'm going to do is to just make a color. Okay, let's just use American English. Okay, so color, and then I think I might just pass this color here. So okay, so I can pass this structure of color, and I can access the color. Okay, and so the roots. Let's add a list of colors so I can choose from. So for example, let me just use 3 colors because of course when you watch this video you can always add more. So the colors will be, and we go to generate different colors. So color, and we can pass name as well as color, and the name will be a string, say the red, right? And the color will be dot red. So basically just a different color that you can choose from. So red, maybe the other will be say red, green, blue. Okay, so red, green, and the blue. Red, green, and blue. Okay, so we got 3 colors, and we can actually choose between 3 colors. Yeah, separate. Yeah, sorry, I need to separate this. Yeah, so I can separate that. Of course, you can add more colors. It doesn't really matter. And right now, the detail page. Let's make a click to the home page. Okay, I can add a click to the home page, and let's add a scroll view here. So instead of just make a different color, I'm going to make a scroll view. Scroll view. Okay, so it will be a scrollable, and then I'm going to add a V-stack, because 3, if you line that horizontally, that will be pretty crowded. So V-stack, and you can for each just to loop it for each of the colors. Remember, you got the array of the colors. So for each colors, then I can say the color in then maybe, so let me just re-indent it, because the indentation is just crazy right now. So color in, and let's write button so I can actually click it. Okay, so button, each button will have an action. So I can say button action, and the action right now is the voice. So let me actually add it. So I'm going to get the routes or roots. I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it root or route? Let's check that. Okay, so root pronunciation. Roots. Okay, it sounds like roots. Okay, sorry, it's called roots. Okay, so the roots, I try to because English is not my mother tongue, so I try to improve my pronunciation, so it will be much easier for you guys to understand. And we can append. Okay, so instead of just append, I'm going to append that to the detail page, and I can actually pass in the color. So passing one of the color here. So I can pass the color of red, green, or blue to the detail page, depending on which button that I click. So it's because it's a for loop. Okay, and after the roots is ready, I think it's time to execute something. So the label right now we don't need it. So let's just use some text. So so you guys can see what is going on. So remember we got different color, and we can access the color's name. So color dot name, and then because it's just right now just the red, green, blue, it'll be really weird right now. And so what I'm going to do is to make it a bottom-like structure, and I think the scroll view is a little bit weird. So edge, oh, that's because I'm using edge stack, so we haven't got the yeah, let me use the V stack for that. So okay, I think that's the reason why. Okay, V stack, we'll click to the home page, and red, green, and blue. This will be a scroll view. I think I can add a spacer here. Spacer here, so I can just push everything down. It seems to have it working. So yeah, maybe just make a padding of red, green, blue, so you guys can see more clearly. Okay, so let's add something. Okay, so I think we got text. Let's add some modifier here. So we got text, and let me add a foreground color so I can actually change it. Will be deprecated. Oh my gosh. Okay, it should be a foreground style. So foreground style will be access the, say, white. Yeah, we can actually do that. So basically, it's just a different name. Okay, so let's make a frame. So it will be a bottom-like structure. Width and height. Let's just with the minimum width and minimum height. So minimum width will be let's make it 0, and max width, let's make it infinity. Okay, so you can change according to the devices that you're using. And let's add a background color to it. So the background color will be color. You can access the color by using dots, and I think I can get the color. So it will be a little bit mix of British and American English. Okay, and I think the so you cannot convert some view to expert arguments missing width in core. We got to insert width. I got to insert width in core. So yeah, I used a double frame for it. So I don't know why it got double frame. So I think that will solve the problem. Okay, I think this is autocomplete problem. Okay, so we got red, green, and blue. That's better. That's definitely better. And I click that to the home page. I think I can add the same modifier here, but without actually passing the info. So let's get rid of this padding, and of course there is no background because we did not accept the background color. So I think I can just let me just make it a fixed color. So I can get say blue or black or brown. Let's use brown just to make it a little bit crazy. Okay, I'm going to click to the home page. Okay, and of course I think I can add a spacer here. I'll see whether it can actually change the behavior. So it will not stretch it all the way to here, because yeah, we don't want it to ignore the safe space. To just a few buttons that we make by change to text by adding a lot of modifier. So different button will have a essentially just a text, but I modify that. So basically different text. I just say button from now, because you know it's like a button. Okay, so we click it, but we still got the dummy detail page. That's not what I want. I sort of want if you click a different button and you can actually pass the information. So let's dealing with this navigation destination. So let's just clear it. We format that. Okay, just make it condensed. Okay, the navigation destination will have a route self, and for route we can switch between home page and detail page. Yeah, I think that's already pretty good. So what I'm going to do is to pass in certain thing here. So the detail view, we can pass in, say, the color. So I can say let the color, and I can call a, let me write a new view for that. That will be a color view, okay? And I can pass in different color, or be color to it. So right now, of course, we will complain because we haven't write any of the color view yet. But we're going to write that. That's the beauty of programming. So we can say struct, and the color view will be conformed to view, and yeah, we don't need that body because yeah, of course, I think we need it, but we don't need this hello world. So right now, cannot convert that color view colors. So yeah, let me get the initialization. So let color will be color. So I'm going to using the color structure here. We got name and the color. Okay, and yeah. So then I think I can maybe just add a simple structure. Let me use this VStack for that. So VStack, and yeah, let's just add a VStack and say text. As promised, I'm going to say the text will be the color dots. Let's just bring that name out. Okay, and maybe add a modifier to make it bigger. So fonts. Let's make it really large title, and of course I need a container for showing the color. That's using a certain shape. Okay, I think I already covered the shape. So what I'm going to do is to add in a maybe just some shape that can yeah, just can dealing with the thing. Okay, so I simply can't find my mouse here, so this would be really weird. Okay, I just found my mouse, sorry, because I want to click it, and I'm going to add in a container. So I'm going to adding maybe a rectangle, but I'm going to make it round it. So round it rectangle. Okay, perfect. And I can pass the corner radius to it. So corner radius, let's see, corner radius, let's make it, yeah, 25. That's maybe a pretty good suggestion. And I can make it say filled with color, filled with color dot color. So different color, I can pass in different color. And yeah, let's try that and see whether I can get it correct. So blue, yeah, we got blue. Good. Green, I got green. And I think this may be too big. Let me add a frame for that. Width and height, let me just make it just 100, and height of CG float 100. Okay, so will be fairly small. Okay, we got blue, we got green, and we got red. Perfect. So basically, I use a button and all putting inside the vertical stack, and I got a scroll view, and containing a VStack. So we got different text, and I modify text so I can click it and jump to a different scenario, and so when I click it, I just append a certain thing to the roots, which if you initialize it with just a private empty array, and I can sort of like inject some of the info of the colors inside. Okay, and then pass that information to the navigation destination. So when I click to the home page, I get a text. Okay, but I can even do something interesting by letting a certain thing here, and call another customizer view by passing the color, and I can make the color show here by passing. Remember, this is just if you click red, you're passing the color dot name, the red here, and of course you pass the color here to fill in. Okay, so yeah, I think that's already pretty long. It's already 30 minutes. In the next video, I think I'm going to make it even more complex by showing you how in real app works, because this is just a simple demonstration that I showed you in a one view or two, one view and sub view. It's really simple, but it can get really complex when your projects got much more complex. You want to globalize the view system that you don't necessarily need to do that every time you want to use that. Okay, so you just want to declare that, make it just extremely clear, and then you can reference that later on. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.